Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s still hike mountains while others struggle just to get out of bed? Here's a surprising twist. It might have nothing to do with genetics and everything to do with a simple vitamin that's missing from millions of people over 60. No, it's not B12, not calcium either. It's vitamin D, the most underrated longevity booster in your entire body, because new science shows this one deficiency could be silently accelerating your aging, weakening your bones, and even shortening your life without you even knowing it. But Harry's the good news. Fixing it is easier than you think, and it'll show you how in the next 3 minutes. The science behind vitamin D and aging. Most people think vitamin D is just for bone strength, but recent studies reveal something shocking. Vitamin D actually slows down biological aging deep inside your cells. IT protects your telomeres, the tiny end caps of your DNA, and once those telomeres shrink too much, your cells stop dividing. Your immune system weakens, and aging speeds up fast. In fact, one long-term study found people with optimal vitamin D levels had telomeres nearly 5 years younger than those with low levels. That's not just bone health, that's cellular youth, and it gets even deeper. Vitamin D also controls over 1,000 genes in your body, including the ones responsible for fighting inflammation, repairing damaged tissue, and keeping your heart and brain strong. But here's the scary part. More than 60% of adults over 60 are deficient, and most don't even know it. Daily requirements. How much vitamin D do you actually need? After kata, let's get straight to the numbers. If you're over 60, most doctors recommend at least 800 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day. But here's the twist. That's just the minimum for basic bone health. If you want the anti-aging, immune-boosting, energy-enhancing benefits, some longevity experts like Dr. Peter Attia say you may need even more, up to 4,000 IU per day. In some cases, especially if you're indoors a lot, live in colder states, or have darker skin. But don't guess blindly. The only way to know your real vitamin D status is with a 2,5-hydroxy blood test. It's simple, takes a few minutes, and can literally add years to your life. Aim for a level between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter. That's the sweet spot for longevity. Signs of vitamin D deficiency you shouldn't ignore. Most people with low vitamin D have no idea they're deficient. Why? Because the early symptoms are so subtle, they're easy to blame on just aging. But here is what you need to look out for. Constant fatigue, even after 8 hours of sleep. Muscle weakness or cramps, especially in your legs. Bone pain in your lower back or hips. Mood swings, or even symptoms of mild depression. And one of the most telling signs, you keep getting sick, cold after cold, flu after flu, even in summer, if you're over 60. And nodding to any of these, your body might be screaming for vitamin D, and you just haven't heard it yet. Natural sources and supplements, what actually works. If you're low on vitamin D, don't panic. You can raise your levels fast with the right strategy. First, let's talk natural sources. Just 15, 20 minutes of sunlight on your skin a few times a week can help. But here's the catch. If you're over 60, Your skin makes 50% less vitamin D than when you were 30. And if you wear sunscreen or live in a northern state, you're probably getting almost none. So food becomes your next best ally. Salmon, sardines, egg yolks, fortified milk, and mushrooms all carry a dose of vitamin D. But even with a perfect diet, most people still fall short. That's where D3 supplements come in. Experts recommend look for vitamin D3 cholecalciferol, not D2. Take it with healthy fat like avocado or olive oil to boost absorption. And ideally, pair it with vitamin K2, which helps send calcium to your bones, not your arteries. So, if you're serious about longevity, fixing this one nutrient could be your simplest daily win. The takeaway why you should check your vitamin D today. You've made it this far, so Harry's the truth. No one tells people over 60 you could be doing everything right, eating clean, staying active, even sleeping well. But if your vitamin D is low, your body is still aging faster than it should. The fix. It's not expensive. It's not complicated. And it starts with a simple blood test. Check your levels. If they're under 50 nanograms per milliliter, talk to your doctor, tweak your diet, get in the sun, and maybe start a Smarty 3 plus K2 supplement. Because sometimes the smallest daily change can add the most years to your life. And this might be the easiest one you'll ever make.